Okay, good morning, all you beautiful people. Welcome back to another day of Operation Mass. We are on week 13 of the push phase, the growth phase, whatever you want to call it. I had some black coffee. This was made in a pour over setup. Coffee out of India. My mom got me this subscription coffee thing for my birthday, and making it and the pour over setup is delightful. I'm working on my first 1.5 liters of water. Did some vacuums, did some mobility work already. Did my daily check-in, so took my weight. Body weight was 242.8. Post bathroom use this morning, a little decrease from yesterday. I think it was just dropping some inflammation off of the legs, because I think I got up to like 245 yesterday, something like that. But that was the second leg day soreness, so there was definitely a lot of inflammation I was holding there. Also finishing off my daily digestion morning pre-cardio drink, whatever you want to call it. 20 grams of glutamine, half teaspoon IP6, scoop of electrolytes, and 4 ounces of aloe vera with Mr. Darth Vader's face on it. This morning I will be doing cardio here shortly, 25 minutes on the incline treadmill, incline of 8, speed of 2.6. Doing cardio 4 times a week, 2 of those incline treadmill sessions, and then 2 sessions on the Stairmaster of like a high intensity interval training. So we'll knock that out, finish up some vacuums. I got a good amount of work to do today. Got to go get fitted for my tux for a wedding that I'm going to. But other than that, man, it's just doing a little work, getting in our meals, and then we're going to go train some push and arms later today. Favorite workout of the week. We're on a 2-on 1-off split with push and arms, back and hamstrings number 1, rest, quad day, back and hamstrings split number 2, rest, repeat. Push and arms definitely my favorite. Pumps are great. Hit some side delts, hit some chest, little tricep, little bicep. So calves on quad and push and arms day 2, abs on the back and hamstrings day. So over in the corner, probably kind of tough to see over there, but we got the rice cooker rolling. Cook a pot of that white jasmine rice every other day. Rice accumulates mold quickly. I've talked about this plenty of times before, but I don't like to have rice for over a day in the fridge. So eat it fresh out of that pot for the 2 meals I have today, and then put the rest in the fridge. Use it tomorrow, and then I'll make another pot Sunday morning. So we're at about 5,000 calories right now. You guys are about to see this full day of eating go down. Carbohydrates are about 770 grams. Proteins around 350, 355. Fats right around 60 grams. These are my higher calorie days. Rest days are at like 3,600 calories. We drop the post-workout meal, drop intra-workout carbs, and drop a certain amount of pre-workout carbs. Back and hamstring days are this same 5,000 calories, 770 carbs, and then quad days are actually a little bit lower. They're like 4,850 roughly with 740 carbs. All I do is I drop 10.5 ounces of apple juice that I have pre-workout. We're trying to bring up the upper body a little bit more, so on those back days and the push days, we have a little bit more carbs. But other than that, this day is pretty consistent for training. Like I said, I'm gonna go knock out this cardio. I'll hop in the shower real quick, and then I'll make meal 1 of egg whites, cream of rice, blueberries, and veggies. No fats. My first 4 meals, only fats later in the day. Last 2 meals keep us satiated, and the last meal is no carbs. Don't really need it before bed. Wake up very insulin sensitive, blood glucose fasted. On my Wednesday check-in 2 days ago was 75, and we've put on a lot of weight, about 38, 39 pounds, 35-ish pounds, we'll call it, since the show. And it's been very slow. A lot of that was titrated up very slowly, kind of getting in that recovery phase, first 8 weeks. And then, like I said, the past 12 plus weeks now, we've really been pushing it. Again, it was a slow titration in calories. 8, 9 of these pounds have happened in the last 3 weeks. So now is when we're really pushing it. Volume's back up in the gym, intensity's back up. We had a deload week in there for a little bit, but we're firing all cylinders right now. Food, training, sleep, getting over 7 hours a night, getting my naps in. It's just eat, sleep, train, grow, repeat is where we're at. It's work and bodybuilding. That's all I do. So I'll go slam out that incline treadmill, get a little sweat in, protect the heart, increase stamina so training does not suffer. And then I'll see you back for. All right, so cardio is done. We are making meal 1. 100 grams of veggies. I got bell pepper and mushrooms right here. Generally I do some spinach too, but I finished that yesterday. So just bell peppers and mushrooms. We got 190 grams of cream of rice, dry weight. This is the chocolate cake flavor. 3.3 times grams of water to cream of rice ratio. Microwave it for 2 minutes, flip it out for a minute and a half. Morning vitamins, including 5 grams of fish oil, which is where I get fat from, and then 450 grams of egg whites is this whole carton. So one of these whole cartons, I got some avocado oil spray here. Cook up the veggies, throw the egg whites on, some black pepper, maybe dry basil or Italian seasoning. Cook those, and then I got 100 grams of blueberries in the cream of rice as well. Reheat my coffee, finishing that off. And then I will show you the finished product. Here's meal 1, 190 grams of cream of rice, 100 grams of blueberries, 450 egg whites, 100 grams of veggies, 30 grams of sriracha maple sauce, and egg whites, 1.5 grams of salt. And then I got the 5 grams of fish oil. So I include that in the calories, the fish oil. Calories were at about 1,035. 62 grams of protein in total. That includes what comes in the cream of rice as well. It's about 50-something grams of protein from the egg whites. 165 grams of carbs, including the carbs from the veggies. It's about 160 from the cream of rice and blueberries. And then 5 grams of fat just from the fish oil. None in the egg whites or cream of rice. So that is meal 1. Big first meal, 1,000 plus calories, 160 plus carbs, 60 grams of protein. Have this, and then I'm heading on the road. Office visit and job site visit. I will bring this, which is got some BCAAs, some EAAs, and some hydration powder. And then my second 1.5 liters of water will be brought with me as well. And then I'll see you back for meal 2. Okay, meal 2, 225 grams of chicken, 350 grams of rice, 12 grams of dried mango. We got some green onion, 50 grams of green beans, and 1.5 grams of salt. Again, so I will get you the macros on this in a little bit, but I am hungry and a little bit behind on schedule, so I'm gonna put this down. Okay, so macros on that second meal were 60 grams of protein, 111 carbs, and 4 grams of fat, just trace fat from the chicken. Might even be a little bit less than that, 2, maybe 3 grams, but 730 calories there. Then getting the pre-workout meal ready, meal 3, 225 grams of chicken, 350 grams of rice again, but we're doing 30 grams of dates and 20 grams of honey. And then on the upper body days, like I stated, we do 10.5 ounces of apple juice. So 60 grams of protein there, 4 grams of fat again, and 177 grams of carbs. And then intra-workout, we have 43 grams of cluster dextrin, which is 40 grams of carbs there. So 80 grams of carbs between the apple juice and cluster dextrin. And then that post-workout meal is going to be about 1,300 calories, is what I call it, including the cluster dextrin. 70 grams of whey isolate, 190 grams of cream of rice again, 100 grams of banana, 20 grams of carbs, 230 carbs total, 0 fat, and 70 grams of protein. And we'll show you each one, but definitely the majority of the carbs from the day are coming from that peri-workout window, except with that pre-workout and post-workout meal being about a total of 170 plus 230, about 400 grams of carbs between pre, intra, and post. So a big chunk of carbs there, which equates to a good pump and a good workout. Got a little nap. Gonna have this meal, and then we're gonna go train some titties and arms. All right, here's the meal: 350 rice, 225 chicken, 30 dates, 20 grams of honey, 1.5 grams of pink salt. Going down, Transformers here. That's an MLB The Show. And we'll slam our apple juice right before we start lifting. Have our intro workout, sip on that right when we start lifting, finish it about 30-45 minutes in. Get home, slam, post-workout. See you in the gym. Okay, so you missed meal 4 because I ate it too quickly. But it was the 70 grams of whey isolate blueberry donut flavor with 190 grams of blueberry muffin creamer rice, 100 grams of banana, 20 grams of cinnamon. Now sitting down for meal number 5, we have 225 grams of 90-10 grass-fed ground beef, 350 grams of cooked sweet potato, which is a freaking mountain of sweet potato, 15 grams of almond butter, gram and a half of salt, some cinnamon, and some sweet and nutty sauce. Am I missing anything? Raisins. Oh, and 13 grams of raisins. That's right. Macros on this meal, about 860 calories, about 32 grams of fat. It's my highest fat meal. 55 grams of protein, and 86 grams of carbs. And then my last meal is just steak and veggies. No carbs in that last meal, so that we wake up nice and insulin sensitive and put the carbs to use. Got cardio in the morning, and then we got back and hamstring. So I'll try to remember to show meal 6. This is almost my normal bedtime. It's just been a chaotic day, so meals are pushed back a little bit. So I'm gonna have to slam this, and then 90 minutes later try to slam steak. Digestive enzyme, and my pretty girlfriend eating her creamy red velvet.
Yep.
With almond butter, her mountain of almond butter that she gets. So, and we got Transformers 2.
Cheers.
Did you say cheers? Cheers. Here's meal 6, being eaten in bed. It is 225 grams of flank steak and 100 grams of cucumber. That's my vegetable of choice tonight because I didn't feel like cooking anything. Fell asleep for a little bit. This meal is by far my smallest, about 380 calories, 18 grams of fat, 50 grams of protein, and like 3 or 4 grams of trace carbs from the vegetables. That's a wrap. A little over 5,000 calories, 60 grams of fat, 355 grams of protein, and 770 carbs. That is our current full day of eating on our upper body days. Only difference on quad days is no apple juice, and rest days are a good amount lower, but I'm gonna eat this and go to bed. I'm exhausted. Good night.